Hey, what's up guys, it's Ujard. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. It's going to be a tier list. I'm going to try and do one of these every single patch. I'm going to release them 2 to 3 days after the patch releases so I can actually know how the meta is. And I'm going to be doing a top lane tier list for every single patch. So on the left here, we have a tier list that is D2 and above. That's Diamond 2 and above. And on the right, I'm going to do Diamond 3 and below. So everything below Diamond 3, that means Platinum, Gold, whatever your rank is, this is going to be the correct tier list for you. The reason why I do it so high, like a lot of people would say like, okay, do this till Platinum and then, do this till Platinum and then do this from Diamond and above. But to be honest, the difference between Platinum and Diamond 4 and 3 isn't really that much, and people normally abuse their champions and wave management and macro in Diamond 2 and above, if that makes any sense. So that's why I want to do it like this. I'm not gonna waste so much time on every single champion because I don't want this to be too long, but I am gonna maybe explain some champions and why I decide what tier I put them. Remember that this is opinion based, so you may disagree completely with me, and that's fine. We have 6 tiers here. First one is hotfix tier. To be honest, this is the tier where this champion is so broken that Riot has to do something. Like, they literally have to do something about the champion. This is probably like Tank Echo in season 6 or something, or maybe Mordekaiser after his rework. He was just so broken. But right now, the only champion I can probably put here is Fiora, because she's just so overpowered right now. But I'm just gonna put it in the OP tier. She's the best champion in top lane at the moment. She's just so good. Just no competition right now. The buff she received was completely uncalled for. She was already S tier. She was already high tier. And the buff she received was just too much. There's just no reason for Riot to buff her. So let's go from the top left, and we'll work ourselves down. This is all the champions that I consider somewhat viable or viable on top lane. The rest of the champions are here. I'm not going to count them. I'm not going to count a lot of champions that maybe people play on top lane, like Vi, because there's not really a place in the meta for them. Okay, so Camille, I do think she's OP tier in Diamond 2 and above, and probably high tier. She's very high tier in Diamond 2 and below. Akali, she's high tier for sure, in very high elo. I think she's in a very good spot. A lot of Akali mains, they like to complain a lot about the champion, but I think she's in a pretty good spot right now. She's very viable, and you can get to very high ranks of her. The thing is, you can't really spam her because she has a lot of very hard counters, so that's why a lot of people complain about her. Aatrox, he's high tier in Diamond 2 and above, and he's also high tier, to be honest, in Diamond 3 and below. I think he is, no, I think Akali's stronger. I put him here. Yeah. Okay, Cassiopeia, I think she is OP tier in very high elo, and here she's probably mid tier. People in low elo don't really know how to abuse her that much, but she's really strong. Cho'Gath is really bad right now. He's really bad. To be honest, no, I don't want to say you're trolling if you're picking him, but he's really bad at the moment. Darius is very high. He's a lot higher in low elo than high elo. He is OP tier, but I don't think he's the best. He is better than these two though. Yeah. I don't think he's the best. A lot of people say that Darius is just the best champion in top lane in high elo. I don't think that's true. Mundo, the thing with Mundo is that he's very strong against a full AP enemy team. Just his E is just so broken. He's picked somewhat like Malphite is picked against very high AD teams. I'd say he's mid tier, but if you're against a full AP team, he's OP tier, definitely. I'm just gonna put him here. Yeah, that seems right. Galio, the same thing. I don't think he's as good at Mundo. He's better than Mundo in high elo, but not in low elo. I think that's a good spot for him. Oh, Gangplank. Oof, Gangplank. I haven't really seen that many Gangplanks, not gonna lie, guys. I think he's still high tier. I don't think he's mid tier. But he's somewhat low high tier, to be honest. I'm gonna say mid tier in Diamond 3 and below. I'm gonna say he's probably here. Yeah. Garen. Sorry, guys. Garen is not that good in high elo. He just gets abused super easily by a lot of the champions, and kiting works really well on him, but in low elo he's high tier. Gnar, I hate this champion. I don't know why his win rate is so low and why Riot keeps buffing him and his win rate doesn't go up. I just hate this champion. I think he's just super overpowered, but the numbers don't really reflect that. I'm just gonna say he's mid tier because I don't want to seem biased, but to be honest, if that was me, I would just put it in OP tier. I just hate this champion. He's better than these guys in mid tier. Yeah. Gragas, dude, face rush Gragas is super strong. I'm gonna say he's high tier, and here he is high tier too. Yeah, he's I think Garen is a little bit stronger than him, and here I put him here. Yeah. Hecarim. Oh, I'm not sure. I want to put him in OP tier, but I'm sure that's not okay. I'm gonna put him on high tier. I think he's stronger than Akali, and here I think he's just yeah, I think he's just high tier. He's stronger than all of these in low elo too. Guys, by the way, I'm saying low elo. Diamond 3 and Diamond 4 are not really low elo. I'm just saying like this part is high elo and this part is low elo because it's easier for me to remember. But yeah, just a lot of people they don't really like when they call platinum low elo. But yeah, what can you do? It's just easier for me. Heimerdinger, I'm gonna say he's mid tier in high elo. I think he's weaker than all of these champions. Low elo though, I can actually see him stronger than Gnar. People don't know how to play against him, and people try to gank him when it's not really viable to do so. Alawi, I haven't seen Alawi in a really long time. I think something happened to her. I remember some patches ago she was really strong, but right now she fell off really hard. I'm gonna say she's still high tier in high elo, just because she can be very abused against certain matchups. But in low elo, I'm gonna place her in mid tier. I'll place it here. That seems fine. Aurelia, dude, Aurelia is so strong right now. That's another champion that shouldn't have been buffed. Not as bad as Fiora though. Fiora, like, she was already really strong. Aurelia, you can make the case that she was not that strong, but I'm gonna say she's high tier. I'm gonna put her here, over here, and Aurelia, and I think she's not that good the lower you go. I'm gonna put her here. Yeah, that seems fine. Jax, he's OP tier. I think he's here. Yeah, I think he's a little bit stronger than Casio. Just put him here. Yeah, He's weaker than Darius in low elo. Jace, I don't know what happened to Jace, but he's not doing that great. I know that people are running him with Face Rush. Well, actually, I've been running him with Face Rush and Conquer a little bit, but he's not that good, to be honest. I think there's better picks. I just like playing him, but I'm just gonna put him in mid tier for high elo. I think he's better than Mundo though. And mid tier in low elo. Gonna put him here. That looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Kalista. I mean, people still play her, but since the nerf she got for top lane, her win rate is really bad. I don't really recommend her unless you're really good on her, but I really haven't seen a very good Kalista after the nerfs, so I don't know where to put this girl. If you're really good on her, she's high tier, but for the average Joe, I'm just gonna put her in low mid tier. And in low elo, I'm just gonna put her in low tier. She's better than Cho'Gath though. Karma. She's mid tier. She's not as strong as she used to be, but I think she's stronger than Jace. And here she is. Yeah, people don't really know how to abuse her that much in lower elos. I'll put her here. Yeah, that's no. I'm gonna put her here. I think Aloy is a little bit better than her. Kale. Oh, I know a lot of you guys wanted to see this. Unfortunately, well, let's go for low elo first. Low elo, I think she's high mid tier or low. No, wait. I'm trolling. She's mid high tier in low elo. I think she's better than Garen. I don't think she's better than Aatrox though. And in high elo, the problem with high elo is that since people know how to close games, normally games end a lot sooner. So I'm gonna place her in high elo about here. That seems right. No, she's better than Mundo. No, wait. I don't want to be biased, guys. I know she's better than all of these champions. I'm not going to put her there. I'm going to put her in low high tier. I know she's better than all of these champions, so I'm not going to put her there. So, yeah, I think she's not as good as Ilaoi, though. Yeah, I'm going to put her there. Kennen, he fell off really hard. They nerfed him really hard. I'm going to put him in here. It sounds good. Mid tier, a little bit worse than Gnar and a little bit better than Heimer. And here, he's a little bit higher. I think people can play this guy a little bit better than Akali and Aurelia. I'm just going to put him there. Kled is actually really strong right now, guys. He's really strong. I actually hate Kled so much because I don't think the change that they did to him, oh, that was, it's like a year ago now, but the change that they gave him Grievous Wounds, it just fucked up so many matchups. Like, playing Vladimir against this guy is impossible. He is about here. That sounds good. He's very strong right now. Actually, I'm gonna put him here. I don't know if I should put him above H. I think I should. Here he is. Here. I think he's really strong right now. People are sleeping a lot on him. I really haven't seen that many Kleds, but people are gonna start to abuse him. His win rate is at 53% right now at platinum and above, so definitely abuse him while you can. Actually, what I'm not seeing here is Quinn. Okay, she's here. Okay. Lissandra. I'm gonna put her in a mid tier, in high elo, and I think she goes over here. Lucian, I don't think he's that good, guys. I know that a lot of people are abusing him in Korea, but that's because he's very good in high elo, but not that good in lower elos. He's just so good in the early game, and that's why he's so good in high elo, because people can abuse that. I think he is I don't know if I should put him above Aatrox or below Aatrox. No, actually above. I'm gonna put him above Kled too. I'm gonna put him here. That seems like a good spot for him right now in the meta. And to be honest, in low elos, he's not that good. I'm gonna put him over here. No, I think Nara's a little bit stronger, and this guy, I'm gonna put him here. Lulu, I've seen a lot of Lulus lately in the top lane, and it's pretty strong. I haven't, well, when I say a lot of Lulus, I don't really mean that many, but I know that she's pretty strong right now, and she abuses a lot of melee matchups. She's something like Soraka used to be before. I'm gonna put her in low high tier. She's actually pretty strong right now. And same thing here. Malphite again. This guy against a full AD team, he's OP tier 100%. But if he's not, he's a little bit stronger than Mundo. I think he's high tier. He's actually probably better than Kale and Ilaoi. Gonna put him here. And here. Yeah, Malphite's pretty good. He's a pretty decent champion, especially when you're against a lot of AD champions. Maokai, he's probably the best tank right now. I don't know if I should put him in OP tier in high elo though. I'm gonna put him there, but he's very low OP tier. Not sure. He's definitely OP tier in lower elos. Mordekaiser. Dude, this guy fell off really hard. After they changed, they made the change about the shield. Like before, if you try to lifesteal shields, especially against Mordekaiser, what happened is that you didn't really lifesteal against it. So it fucked up a lot of champions that built lifesteal in the early game. I think he's mid-tier in high elo. But I think he's better than all of these. Yeah, I think he's better than all of them. Actually, Garen should be over here. Yeah. That seems good. Mordekaiser, he's a little bit stronger in lower elos. Gonna put him here. That sounds correct. Nasus, I think that's a good place for him. And mid-tier, I mean in lower elos, I think he's a little bit better. Gonna place him just above Lulu and before Mordekaiser. Nico. The good thing about Nico is that she fucks over bruisers. Like, she's very good against Camille if you build her AD. And the thing is that if she's a very good blind pick, because you can build her AD, and if you're against a really tough matchup or a matchup that you know you're not gonna go like full ham on, you're just gonna build AP on her. That's why she's so good. I think she's actually here. I think she's very strong, guys. And Nico here, she's high tier for sure, but gonna place her over here. Yeah, that sounds good for for lower elos. She's just so good. She's just so good. I think a lot of people are sleeping on her, but once you get that she can build AD, she can go AP on hit, and she can go glacial augment. That's when people actually know how good this champion is. Olaf, gonna put him in mid tier. I think she's high mid tier though in high elos. I'm gonna place him here, and in lower elos, I'm gonna place him over here. Yeah, I'm gonna place him over here. Ornn, I think that you shouldn't really go Ornn when Maokai is available, but he's still high tier. I think he's here, and I think he is... He's a lot higher in lower elos. Maokai and Ornn are very good champions to coin flip when you don't really know how to play top lane. That's why I see a lot. I'm gonna place him... I'm gonna place him below Kled, actually. Yeah, I think that's good. Pantheon. Pantheon stopped being a top laner, actually. He's being played in support. But, to be honest, I think he's still a very good top laner. I'm gonna place him in very low high tier. I think he's better than all of these. And I'm gonna place him in... I'm gonna place him here. The thing with Pantheon is that he counters ranged matchups so hard. If they pick a Vayne top and you know it's a Vayne top or a Lucian top or something, just pick Pantheon. It's just completely one-sided. You just jump on them, you Q them, and then you retreat with your E. It's just there's nothing you can do. Poppy, she's actually very good. Gonna place her in very low high tier, and I'm gonna place her in like mid high tier for lower elos. I think that's a good position for her. Quinn, I think she's high tier. I think she's better than Lucian. I don't think she's as good at Nico as Nico though, because Nico has the option to go AP and AD, so that's why Nico's so strong. Yeah, I'm just gonna place her there, below Camille. Yeah, that sounds good. Rammus is another champion that you only want to go against full AD comps, but he's not as good as Malphite. I think he's mid tier, and I'm gonna place him here. No, I'm gonna place him way lower. This is high tier, so I think that's a good spot for him. No, I'm gonna place him here. He's very low mid tier, but if you're against a full AD comp and a champion like Aurelia top, he's very high tier, maybe even OP tier. He just counters a lot of champions so much. He's a little bit higher here though. I'm gonna place him over here. No, I'm gonna place him over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Renekton. The thing about Renekton is that if he's in that state when he's very strong, he just becomes very oppressive for solo queue, guys. He's not in that state right now, but that's the thing with Renekton. He's always the champion that you can main, and he's gonna be strong in every single patch. I'm gonna put him in high tier. Gonna put him over here. That sounds good for Renekton. I don't think he's better than Aatrox or Kled or any of these, but he is better than Gragas and all of these. So, and in lower elos, I'm gonna put him over here. Gonna put him here. That sounds good. He's a very good champion, guys. Rengar, dude, Rengar. Oof. If you know how to play Rengar and you can actually pull him off, he's broken. He's just really good. The thing is, not a lot of people know how to play him, and you can't spam him. He has very bad matchups. I'm gonna place him in high tier over here. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. And in low tier, I'm gonna... The thing is, Rengar is very hard to play. I'm gonna place him over here. Riven. This is where you actually need, like, Riven is that champion that... If you're in Challenger, that's not even... this is a tier list for Diamond 2 and above. But if you're Challenger, she's OP. She's probably even better than Fiora. But since this is Diamond 2 and above, I'm going to place her here. Riven in very, very high elo. Very, very high elo is like probably top 50. She's so good. Extremely good. And that's the thing. You really need to know how to abuse her. But yeah, I'm going to place her here. Rumble. He actually got a pretty decent buff this patch. I think he's better than Kale. And not as good as Alawi. I'm going to place him here. Actually, I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to place him here. And here, he's a little bit better. I'm going to place him here. Rebel is a very good lane bully, guys. If you don't know how to deal with him, he's just going to completely fuck you over. Rice, he's not as good right now. I'm going to say he's mid-tier. Even in high elo. High elo is when you actually want to play him, but he's not that strong right now. I'm going to say he's better than Mordekaiser, though. In high elo, yeah, I'm just going to say that. And low elo, he's actually even worse. I'm going to place him here. Actually, you can abuse Karma even more. No, I'm going to place him here. That seems about right. Set. Dude, Set is so good right now. The changes they made to him made people just start spamming just full AD. And he does so much damage. It's just not fair. I think he is here. Actually, I want to move Lucian from here. I want to place him here. Yeah, it sounds good. And this guy in lower elos is actually even better. I think he's here. Kled is so good right now, guys. Abuse him while you can. Although, just play Fiora or Darius. They're just so strong. Shaco. Dude, Shaco. I'm actually pretty sad that he's so shit right now. Even Pink Ward can't get to Challenger. Like, if Pink Ward can't get to Challenger with AP Shaco top, no one can actually make him work. Because that shit says more about the champion that Pink Ward. Because Pink Ward is an amazing player. To be honest, I'm going to place him lower than Cho'Gath. And you're trolling in low elo if you actually think you can make AP Shaco work in top lane in his current state. He's not that good, guys. Shen, he got nerfed this patch. Not enough. I think he's very strong. I'm actually inclined to put him in the OP tier still. Actually, I'm gonna put him in OP in higher elos. I'm gonna put him in in the high tiers in lower elos though. I think that's a very good spot for him. Shyvana. When you play Shyvana top, you don't want to play her AP. You want to play her as a bruiser. You want to build a death dance and then just full tank. Thing with Shyvana is that you want to ban Vayne if you want to go that build. Because the thing is, you want to drain tank people, but if you're against a Vayne, there's nothing you can do. You can't catch her. She's just going to melt you. So I think Shyvana is actually pretty good. I'm going to say she's better than Rice, but not as good as Poppy. Against a full tank team, though, she's amazing. And mid tier for lower elos, I think she is over here. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think she's over there. Singed, he's very good. I'm gonna say he's better than Hecarim. And he's not as good as in lower elos. Thing is, with Singed, you really have to know how to macro correctly. So I'm gonna place him over here. That sounds good. But since you really have to know your macro, guys, and lower elos don't really know that much in macro. To be honest, you can get to Diamond 4 really easily just with mechanics alone. But afterwards, you really have to know how to properly play the game. Scion. Dude, Sion's so bad right now. Thing is, my little brother, he was like number 3 or 4 LAN in the world. He's very good. My little brother is a challenger, by the way, guys. And he was a one-trick pony Scion, but even him, he just stopped playing Scion because he just says it's not worth it. It's just completely, he's just really bad. I'm gonna say that he's not as bad as these guys though. In high elo, I think you can place him here. No, I think Garen's a little bit better. I'm gonna place him there. Lower elos he's a little bit better though. I'm gonna place him over here. No, I think he's better than Kennen. Okay, Skarner. Not gonna lie, guys, I haven't really played that much against Skarner, only like twice. So I might be off with this one, but I'd place him here and here. I might be off of that one, guys, but I think that's pretty accurate. Soraka actually got really nerfed, but I think she's still viable, and I think people are still sleeping on her a lot. I think she's high tier, and she's a little bit better than Poppy. I don't think she's as good as Lulu right now, but I think people are sleeping on her a lot. I'm gonna place her here. I don't think the nerfs were enough, and after the nerfs, she got buffed like 2 or 3 times for top lane. So yeah, Silas is, I don't think he's that good in the current meta. I'm gonna place him here, and in lower elos he's actually worse. I'm gonna place him in high mid tiers. That seems like a very good spot for him. I don't think he's that good right now. Tahm Kench. The thing about Tahm Kench is that against a good matchup, he's super strong. He just completely annihilates melee bruisers. He completely shits on something like Aurelia or Tryndamere. He's not really a melee bruiser, but just people that really need to auto attack, he completely annihilates. Other than that, he's really bad. I'm gonna place him here. And in lower elos, I'm gonna say he's about here. Yeah, guys, I placed Lucian and Rice so low because people don't really know how to abuse them in lower elos. That's why I put them so low. But to be honest, both of these champions are really not that bad if you know how to abuse them. That's why they're a little bit higher in the high elo tier list. Yeah, that seems right. Little Teemo. Teemo's actually not that bad. I want to place him in high tier, but I don't think that's correct. I'm gonna place him in high mid tier, and here I can actually place him in high tier here. I'm gonna place a I'm gonna play them above Riven actually. And Nasus. Yeah, I think that's correct for Teemo. Trundle. It's not that good. He used to be really strong in the tank meta because he steals a lot of resistances, but right now tank meta is not really that prevalent in the top lane. He's about here. That sounds good. And I'm gonna say he's a little bit higher in lower elos. Not that high though. I'm gonna place him here. Yeah. He's just, I don't know. Tryndamere, this actually makes me sad because Tryndamere, he's one of my mains. And I just stopped playing him because I can't make him work. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. Because I know that Fogged actually makes him work. And I mean, even Fogged, he's been in Grandmasters for a long time. He's played a lot this season. He's still Grandmasters. And Fogged is really good. But I know that TF play makes him work. So I know he's not that bad. I know he's high tier. I'd place him here. But to be honest, I can't make him work. I just can't. I don't know what's happening to me, but to be honest, every single time I pick him, I just lose. He's a little bit better in lower elo. I think he's here. Yeah, it seems right. Ujard is really strong right now. He is really strong right now. I'm gonna place him here. It's just so overpowered. I don't know why Riot has done nothing about Fiora, but Ujard is, he's getting really up there, to be honest. I actually don't know if he's stronger than Jax or Camille. Actually, he's just so strong. I'm gonna place him here. He's still S tier here. I'm gonna place him here. The reason being is people don't really know how to abuse Jax in lower elos, and he's just gonna skill up. Go place him here. Vayne. This looks about good. I'm gonna place her here in high elos, and in lower elos I'm gonna place her about here. Yeah, that sounds good. Vayne is not really that good. There's better champions. There's Quinn, there's Nico, there's Lucian. So yeah, I don't think Vayne is that good. Vayne is better than Lucian in lower elos, but not in higher elos. Definitely not. Vladimir, he's high tier for sure. He is high tier, but he's not really that great in the current meta. I'm gonna place him here next to Kale. That sounds good for him. And in lower elos, I'm gonna place him here. Volibear. He has some of the problems that Garen has, is that he's really kiteable. If you pick a ranged champion against him, he is not that great, but he's still kind of strong. I'm gonna place him here. And in lower elos, he's actually a little bit better. Gonna place him over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Gonna drag these down. There's no hotfix champions in this patch, so I'm just gonna play. I mean, Fiora is almost a hotfix champion. I still think she needs a very big nerf, but yeah. Warwick. The thing about Warwick is that he's a really good champion to cheese your opponent with. Problem is that if your opponent knows how to counter that cheese, he's not really that great. All you have to do is try to not all make long trades against him, because he's just gonna completely fuck you over. And try not to go against him in very low levels. Just try to stall until you get your Executioner's Calling, and it's a little bit better. Executioner's Calling or Bramble Best. They both work really well against him. I'm gonna place him here. And I'm gonna place him here. That sounds good. So yeah, Wukong is still very strong. I don't think he's that much of a high tier anymore, because he got nerfed somewhat hard with that old change. And he's still high tier in lower elos. I'm gonna place him here. Beneath Garen. Yeah, it looks good. No. I'm gonna place him here. Above Poppy. Yasuo. Yasuo. Actually, I haven't played against Yasuo in a long time, but he's not a bad champion in the top lane. I'm gonna place him here. And lower elos, I'm gonna place him here. He's not the best champion in the top lane. He's better for mid, but I mean, you can use him and he's not terrible. Yorick, I'm gonna place him here. He's really not that good right now, guys. But in lower elos, he's a little bit better. I'm gonna place him over here. That seems right for him. Yeah, Yorick is what's it called? He's like a raid boss. He's just so good in low elos because people don't really know how to deal against him. And it's kind of strange because Yorick, you actually need to know a lot about macro to play Yorick and a lot about split pushing, but just his playstyle is not the best. There's better split pushers in the game. Zac. People are slipping on Zac, guys. I'm not going to say he's the best champion, but I'm going to place him here. I think he's really good. And I'm going to place him a little bit higher here. I think he's really good against a full AP comp, where you can rush Spirit Visage. With Spirit Visage and Revitalize, you're so hard to kill. Gonna place him over here. That sounds good. No, I don't think he's better than Garen in lower tiers. I'm gonna place him here. Lilia. Actually been playing a ton of Lilia lately, so I can actually know where she goes. I think she is somewhat here. She's not the best champion by any means, but actually I'm gonna place her above Gragas. But she's super strong right now. Lower elos, somewhat the same. I'd say she's somewhat in the same realm. And Volibear, actually this is duplicate. So yeah, I know I did Volibear. Yeah, he's here. Just the old splash art. I'm not gonna do him again. And Yone. Yone is so super strong right now. But in mid lane, he's a lot better in mid lane, but I think he's still very good in top lane. I think he's there. Yone is pretty strong. He's not as good in lower elos though. I'm gonna place him there. So yeah, guys, that's the top lane tier list for patch 10.19. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a pretty long video, but I tried to explain every single champion. And yeah, let me know if you guys actually enjoy this type of content, and I can actually continue to make these every single patch. Have a nice day, guys.